Hey, what's up everyone, Raging Golden Eagle here, having way too much fun as always. And last month I did a video ripping on Twitch's new guidelines, but it turns out after I recorded that video they decided to delay putting out their new guidelines. Or rather, they delayed enforcing them. But as of the recording of this video, they actually went live a week before this video launched. And if you watched the previous one, you may remember I had a few questions. And it turns out I wasn't the only one. A whole bunch of people were bombarding these guys and asking them some questions. So let's see how they decided to clear things up. First up, what does Twitch consider hateful conduct? Hateful conduct is any content or activity that promotes, encourages, or facilitates discrimination, denigration, objectification, harassment, or violence based on the following characteristics and is strictly prohibited. And you got your usual cookie-cutter copy-paste list. Race, ethnicity or national origin, religion, sex, gender or gender identity, sexual orientation, age, disability or mental condition. Oh, that one may be a pretty hard one. We're going to get into that soon. Physical characteristics or veteran status. So if you are making fun of someone, don't mention any of those things. Luckily, level of intelligence is nowhere on here, so if someone's being a fucking idiot, you probably can make fun of them for that. Who am I kidding? If they happen to belong to any of these protected groups, they're gonna claim you're making fun of them for that and get you banned. Especially since being an idiot may count as a mental disability, so you gotta be real careful here. So pretty much you may just have to lay off all drama entirely. Nothing surprising here. What could be absolutely devastating though is what follows. What do I do about people being harassing or hateful in my chat while I'm offline or AFK? Yeah, you heard that correctly. Twitch is not only going to be holding you responsible for what people say in your chat, they're going to hold you responsible for what people say in your chat while you're not even there. We ask that streamers make a good faith effort to moderate their chat with tools like AutoMod, building a moderation team, and or by utilizing the numerous third-party tools available. Wow, this right here can be used to take down people you don't like. Just visit their channels when they're offline and talk mad smack and violate all the guidelines and see what happens. And to be fair, I think Twitch knows how dangerous this is, so they flat out say later that so long as you're not turning a blind eye to content or conduct that violates the community guidelines, you should feel confident that no punitive actions will be taken on your channel. Alright, so as long as they feel you're doing enough to do their jobs for them, you should be okay. I, for one, can't wait to see the first few cases of this part of the new guidelines being used. That's going to make an interesting case study, that's for sure. Along the same vein, they continue. What should I do about viewers exploiting elements of my stream like text-to-speech to harass, be hateful, or post sexual content? And for those of you who don't watch a lot of Twitch, mainly what this is referring to is a lot of the stuff people have set up with Streamlabs. Things like subscription and donation messages and the like. Some streamers have that stuff automatically pop up on screen, and some even have text readers read them out. And apparently, while you're busy streaming, they expect you to set up a filter or a delay to make sure that you get to see everything. I guess this can work for teams, where you got someone doing the management while you got someone else doing the actual entertainment. But for your average, everyday, just one guy on the couch streamer, it's not gonna happen. But it keeps getting better. To what extent am I responsible for my community? Creators are role models and leaders of the communities they create or foster around them. Are they really? Wow, that's kind of thinking a little bit too highly of yourself there, don't you think? Just because a bunch of people watch someone because they find him entertaining and want him to entertain them does not make him a role model or a leader. Come on. Are there content creators out there that actually view themselves that way? Cause that's just ridiculous, man. I thought I had a huge ego, but this, holy shit. Creators should consider the consequences of their statements and actions of their audiences. Really? The creators responsible for the actions of their audience now? We ask that you make a good faith efforts to quell any efforts from those in your community to harass others. And how exactly are you supposed to do that? As a creator, literally the only thing I could do to stop my audience from doing anything is just ask, hey, could you guys not do that? That's it. Hey, you know what? Let's get the past 3 sections of these community guidelines out of the way right now. Hey guys, don't do anything that violates these guidelines. There, I just met them. And then we get to the really juicy stuff that I touched on quite a bit in the previous video. Why is Twitch moderating off-Twitch conduct? We recognize that harassment against Twitch community members can sometimes originate from off-Twitch conduct. Our desire to moderate verifiable off-Twitch harassment stems from our belief that ignoring conduct when we are able to verify and attribute it to a Twitch account compromises one of our most important goals. Every Twitch user can bring their whole authentic selves to the Twitch community without fear of harassment. Unless, of course, they deem you guilty of wrongthink, in which case Twitch itself will harass you right off the platform. So now that they tried to rationalize that, let's get to the important bit. How is Twitch moderating off-Twitch conduct? Reporters of harassment must submit links to evidence with their report. The moderation team will only take action if the links provided are verifiable. Okay, this right here I have no complaints with, because this is honestly a pretty good way of doing it. I think it's BS that they're moderating off-Twitch conduct in the first place, but if they're gonna do it, at least making it verifiable is a good thing. So that means more than just screenshots. The content can be directly tied to a reported Twitch user. Hopefully they check for more than just the same username. Even on YouTube we have a problem with people creating clone accounts. The target of harassment is another Twitch user, group of Twitch users, or Twitch employees. Okay, that one kind of makes sense right there. They're not going to be moderating all of your behavior, just when it's directed at other people who are on Twitch. And the moderation team determines if the conduct violates our policies. Of course they do, it's all subjective, isn't it? And I'm sure it will be completely evenly enforced too. Twitch will not actively monitor other websites or services for violations of our community guidelines, nor will we be acting on off-Twitch content created prior to March 5th, 2018, which is the day these new rules went live. And if they could continue, I'm quite sure they'd clarify that this is simply because they lack the manpower to do so. And even then, how is this provable? I'm sure if you get on some Twitch moderator's bad side, they can and will actively monitor other websites, specifically hunting for something you did or said that violates these guidelines, and then they could just claim, oh, someone reported you for this. Because I'd be willing to bet money they're not going to share these reports with the people who are accused. And after that is just a whole bunch of dress code and nudity stuff that I really don't care much about because I'm not really much of a booby streamer. But on a final note, these rules are retroactive. So if you have videos archived on Twitch that may be breaking these community guidelines, you better delete them quick. And there you have it. Twitch has indeed joined the race to the bottom with everybody else. And I for one look forward to the first few instances of people getting their accounts banned for stuff they did off of Twitch, and or for stuff their community did, and Twitch felt like the creator didn't do enough to stop them. Again, what the hell can a creator do to stop anybody else on the internet from doing anything other than just ask them nicely not to? Seriously, what else do they expect us to do? Threaten to ban these people from the chat if they don't behave? Because if they're dedicated enough, they're totally not just going to keep creating alternate accounts, right? Man, this is just the 1-2 punch from hell happening right here, if you think about it. At the government level, you got the government trying to ram a law through and most likely will succeed, and a part of it is pretty much holding websites responsible for what their users do. And then at the private company level, you got Twitch doing the same shit, holding content creators responsible for what the people who watch them do. But dang, I'd be lying if I said it's not going to be interesting watching people try to take down their ideological opponents abusing these rules. Just pretend to be a member of their community and talk smack in their chat, and then have someone else report them for it. Interesting times ahead. And that's all I gotta say, guys. Thanks for listening.